naughty bit of Zero T to start the day off with. Well, bunga bunga. It's Friday morning, baby boys, baby girls. Oh, God bless you all in the chat. God bless you all. May the Lord be merciful on your souls. For you know not the sins you commit daily. If you have no free will, can you really be held morally comparable for your actions? This is called One More Time. It's by Zero T in Distant Future. Ooh, lovely. Very, very nice. Very, very good. Very good boy. Oh! It's 4 minutes past 10. The 8th. Freaking already Friday, the 8th of February. God, the weeks, they go quickly these days. I reckon weeks probably take about 3 days now. I think time is speeding up rapidly as we hurtle towards the apocalypse, as we hurtle towards the sun, hoping that some sort of collapsed supernova, black hole, just a giant space anus will suck us all into oblivion. Oh, a hole as black as the devil's arsehole, and frankly twice as spicy. That's what we hope for as we as we moonlight with reality. The fiery abyss will surely take all of our souls very soon. Fingers crossed, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra lobsters. That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Sluggy. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail. The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes, many of the top memes, many of the top memes.
The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes.
And that is so true that it's almost unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm. I'm Will. I'm here for you. I'm here for the country, the continent, and the world, and the solar system. But no further than that. Like, I'm not out here repping the Milky Way. I'm not repping the universe. I'm not bound by any of the big three Abrahamic religions. I'm starting my own. We all know about it. It's called the Lobster Death Cult. We're the hottest death cult out this season. We've got our own fashion line. We've got our own nomenclature, our own special way of appreciating life by just hurling footwear at it. Respect to Jen, who has posted a picture of her last night waving footwear, waving a high top at a disc jockey, which is excellent news. So, of course, I will say I don't condone the throwing of footwear directly into the face of a disc jockey or an MC. To the side. Aim to miss. That's all I'm saying. But great to see footwear coming off. It's catching on. I've been tagged in that picture of the guys at Blackout in the Netherlands, I think, all holding up shoes. I think I've been tagged in that roughly 752 times now, so thank you everyone who's tagged me in that on Instagram and on Facebook. That's good news, bit of fun. Just looks, things are going well, you know. 2019 maybe is not too bad. Maybe this whole Brexit thing will be okay. I don't know. Possibly. Who freaking knows? Look, the important issues today are, this is likely to be, I would say, since we started doing Shoe Thrower of the Week, it's usually been pretty clear each week what was going to get it by Wednesday. Today, though, man, it's all to play for. Like, I think I'm going to have to... I don't think I'll be able to play anything new because I think we've got so many to get through. Look, Breathe by Ciarán R, Unleash by Tantrum Desire, Different Path by Current Value, Supernova by Black Owl, spelt with a 4. No, it was Tempest. Sorry, Tempest by Ciarán R. Minimal Funk, Jam Thieves, TC Remix. Or The Unknown by Kilohertz. I go on about vegan Percy Pigs in the fucking chat. Jesus, can't be trusted. Leave them alone for 5 minutes while I open the show. Already it's veganism and communism, just back to back. I'm just going to ban Joe from everything. I'm sure all of that will settle down. Dimmy, don't get carried away. Don't get dragged into it. Or you, Stin. Come on, I thought better of you lot. Oh no, the yellow vest movement's been mentioned. Oh, it's anarchy. It really is. It's like it's a real political melting pot, the YouTube chat these days. Oh, lovely that people from different sides of the political spectrum can come together and argue over the common enemy of communism. Anyway, right, what have we got in the news? I feel like there's been a bit of a slump, particularly on the Lad Bible. Nothing particularly exciting there. I mean, they're literally reporting about a Porsche parked badly. It's only got 37 shares. Rachel Grealish, she's a bit of a fringe character on the Lad Bible. She's sort of a tertiary character. She's certainly not a main offender like Smithers or Hardyman or Jake Massey, who knows about everything apparently. There'll be some Hardyman news later. I've not seen any Smithers though. No. Oh, Grealish has got the scoop on the Gucci apologising for selling a jumper resembling blackface. So that's 15,000 shares. That's not bad. That's getting your social currency up a little bit, Grealish. I'm impressed with that. Well done for the scoop. I mean, you were a couple of days behind the rest of the mainstream media, but 15,000 shares is 15,000 shares. Come on, and we all know that for each one of those shares, you get one times exposure, and everyone knows that you only need roughly 6 or 7 exposures to pay your month's rent. So you're swimming in it, basically, Grealish. You're swimming in it. What else we got? Mum jailed for drawing... Oh, no, that's too depressing. It's a really weird, interesting story, but I don't think it might be too depressing. Munchausen's syndrome by proxy. It's a super rare mental condition where you make someone, a loved one, ill deliberately or convince them that they're ill. It's a wild... It's not really one for the show. There's literally no mirth to be had on it. It's just very sad. But it's very, very interesting. What else have we got? Oh, Britain's angriest towns turfed out McDonald's and is now trying to get rid of the Premier Inn. It's a bit fun. Millennials prefer music from the 20th century golden age to the pop today. Research suggests probably got something to do with the fact that pop music today is absolutely fucking god-awful. Literally the worst it's ever been. Everything sounds... Am I wrong? Or does every pop record now... It's exactly the same. It's a sort of like... just sort of synthy trap thing with a sort of auto-tuney vocal on it. Sort of... And just a sort of 808 loop underneath it. And that's like every pop record now. I don't know. It's every bloody restaurant, coffee shop, tobacconist I go into, it's just going I think that's roughly how it goes. You may have heard that one. I can't remember what it's called. Pictured man suing his parents for giving birth without his consent. So this has been on the boil all week, really. He looks a lot like Doc. They've got pictures of him without the stupid beard on now. You may have seen this anyway. Dudes looking to sue his... I can't tell whether or not he's being serious or if he's just having a jolly or if he's just trolling. It's hard to know because, I mean, people come out with some mad shit for sort of social media cred these days. And so it's hard to tell. But anyway, they've got a picture of him with he's always rocking a fake beard, but they've got a picture of him without the beard. Looks a lot like Dr. P. So that's worth noting. I don't know really how that will affect the case. Being compared to big-name dubstep artists. Maybe it is Dr. P. I don't know. I've not asked him. He was unavailable for comment. Lad Bible reached out to Dr. P for comment, but he was sadly unavailable. Millions of nude selfies available online following dating app security flaw. Sounds like a bit of fun. All nude men, though, I will say. So, you know, good for the lasses or the gay lads in the chat, but. Sorry for any of you straight geezers. Unless it's research or, don't know, you're thinking of having a change. Whatever. Lawyer causes court evacuation after abundance of bed bugs pour from his suit. A little bit sort of Men in Black of the first one. Just coming to mind here. That'd be interesting, getting into that. Warning over some UPS pingers that apparently make people have sex in trees. I feel like that's a sort of side effect rather than I feel like that's a correlation rather than causation. I would be very surprised if you were to be able to do a randomised placebo-controlled trial with them UPS dingers, and it made all the people that took them, or a disproportionate number of the people that took them, have sex in trees. It'd be pretty cool if they did, but I'm registering my cynicism now. Retired pro cyclist caught transporting the cocaine hidden in a bicycle tube. Go have a side hustle. And we will, of course, get into man who hasn't cleaned penis in 24 years wonders why it smells. Which is really the hottest news of the week, I think, in terms of nonsense mainstream media news. This is we might as well just get into this now. Mel Evans of the Metro is about to womansplain what has happened. Womansplain how to clean your penis. This is a video that has been going around. It's from, I think, an E4 TV program, which seems to be like a more crass version of the Clinic of Embarrassing Bodies, which we've discussed many times on this show. If you're too embarrassed to go to the doctor, why are you not too embarrassed to go on national television with your embarrassing ailment? How much cash are they paying you? Anyway, Matey is it's called like the Sex Clinic or something like that. It's a sort of crass millennial version of Embarrassing Bodies, where I think it's a little bit less medical orientated and more just sort of take the piss out of people with sort of weird afflictions. Anyway, look, we can play the clip now. You don't really need to see because they've blurred out his penis anyway. But I think it's probably worth listening to the audio.
Okay. Having a little bit of pain and irritation at the tip. So I thought it might be worth you having a little look.
How long's that been going on for?
Have a fucking butchers.
Been the past between 6 and 9 months.
Okay, quite a long time then. Let's have a look at it then. Just have a look at this pause.
Get it out.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Does it hurt to pull back?
It doesn't hurt.
Have a
but
sniff.
It's just like, it's unfamiliar.
Ooh. Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay.
Have a sniff. Have a sniff.
Would you feel more comfortable if you pulled it back?
Yeah, I'll give it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a go on it. Oh, lovely stuff.
And then I wouldn't, naturally pull it back any further than that.
Okay, so when you were younger, could it pull back all the way?
From what I do know, I wouldn't ever pull it that far back.
Okay, so this stuff underneath is called smegma.
Smegma, also known as dick cheese, is a build-up of dead skin, oil and moisture that can be found under the foreskin or between the labia.
You see what I mean about it being a sort of crass version of on the Channel 4 Clinic of Embarrassing Bodies. There's no way they'd be out there using the term dick cheese.
How do you normally wash down there?
Well, I just scrub it, to be fair, just scrub it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously with a shaft.
You pull your foreskin back and you wash underneath?
I don't, no.
No?
Because it's obviously really sensitive. So to then
Bless
get
him.
a flannel and some soap and just, you know.
And if you take nothing away today, just this. Just wash your penis, darling, okay?
Okay.
All right, Zach.
All right,
Get home
thanks very
safe.
much for that. Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
That's I feel like that's sort of quite merciless with him there. There's no like if you ever go to the doctor about an embarrassing ailment, they usually like, don't worry, we've seen it all before. Like, it's actually much more common than you think. It's much more common than you think. Da 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 da. But she's literally just like, just wash your penis, yeah. Well, really, what he should have done is he should have got himself a copy of the Jordan B. Peterson book, Wash Your Penis, which was the New York Times bestseller. If you see a picture of the cover here, that tells you literally that's 350 pages of everything you need to know about washing your dong. And it really has diagrams. I think Jordan himself actually has a diagram of himself and the sort of psychological aspects of washing one's peen. And how it's represented biblically, and all the other aspects of peen washing. I have my cynicisms about this dude. Bless him. I think there's something. I think there's a more underlying psychological issue going on here. I feel like he might have been raised in a religious family where it's a little bit like. He's obviously quite wary of his lad, bless him, and so has decided that it's just worth avoiding. I don't know. Maybe he's a virgin, maybe not. I mean, he's a good-looking lad. He's quite hunky. Seems weird. I don't know. I have a lot of questions about it. A lot of questions. Maybe I just have my hand down there more than most people, like, just exploring himself, just get into, really know the intimate areas. I don't know, I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Anyway, he's really done the rounds in terms of the media. The Sex Clinic airs at 10 p.m. on E4. This was on Wednesday. I mean, his life could be ruined now, effectively. He's going to be stinky dick guy, sort of, for the foreseeable, really. At least the next couple of years, I would say. Why do it? Why go on it? What's he spreading smelly dick awareness or something? He's raising awareness for stinky dick? Look, bless him. If I ever meet him, I'll buy him a drink. I'll give him a cuddle. Seems like a nice dude. I think you just got to wash that dick, man. You just got to get it washed. Right, look, we're running out of time. We've got about 8 bloody records to get through here. Okay, let's just give me go some sort of rough order here. Okay, Tantrum Desire, Unleashed. It's on Technique. It's a hot bit. The artwork is a sort of weird giant sci-fi space anus, so that's pretty cool. That's definitely doing the business for me. Yeah, this is Unleashed by Tantrum Desire. Yeah, it's a nice bit. No one is claiming she throw of the week with this one. Some people saying second place. There are calls for current value. Well, we will see, won't we? We will see. Retired pro cyclist caught transporting the cocaine hidden in his bike tube. Retired professional cyclist Juan Pablo Valencia was arrested last week in Italy after being charged with trafficking and dealing cocaine. The former Team Colombia rider. This is really, I'm afraid you really are perpetuating stereotype here, buddy. You're letting the side down all round. He is believed to have stocked up on the drug in Bergamo, Lombardy, where he was officially a resident. Before being arrested, Valencia tried to dispose of 2 bags, but they were easily recovered. Inside the bags, police found 17 packets containing 20 grams of the illicit substance. So he tried to misdirect the police away from his real home, but with a set of keys on his person, they were able to enter his apartment. Inside, they discovered a trolley with an additional 40 grams of pure cocaine, a substance that was used to cut or dilute the cane, and an electronic spreader, and $4,000 in cash. That will get you an intent to supply conviction, I'm afraid, buddy boy. The presence of strong traces of cocaine within the bike's seat tube had led officers to believe that Valencia used the bike not only to hide the drugs, but also to make deliveries to customers. Well, listen, man, it's tough. Like, if your career was your career as a professional cyclist, and then, you can no longer keep up with the pack, but you got bills to pay, you got mouths to feed, you got a mortgage. You got to make a pound note, haven't you? So you do what you know, but you just tweak it a little bit. You're still on your bike, you're still out in the fresh air, you're darting about a bit, but you're selling gear. It's tough, man. It's tough out there for a pimp. Valencia, who was born in Medellin and appeared on one grand tour during his professional cycling career, the 2015 Vuelta a España. He finished 87th overall. Okay, so he's not a real champ, not a real champion. This comes from Cycling Today, so I guess they're much more. This is probably why it hasn't hit the mainstream media, because he only did one big thing and came 87th. So it's probably not going to hit Lad Bible. I mean, it might do. I mean, today they covered a Porsche parked badly, so anything is possible. Bless him. I hope you don't do too much, Bird. I think it's because it's not for me to say, is it? It's not for me to say. Right, what we got? Poundland is selling a £5 vibrator for Valentine's Day. Whoo! Hardy Man reports. Valentine's Day is fast approaching, which means you don't have long to pull out all the stops for the one you love. Yep, even if that one you love is, in fact, yourself. Either way, Poundland is helping you go all out with a cheeky £5 sex toy, which has been added to its Nookie range ahead of the big day on the 14th of Feb. Wow, I mean, it's nice. I think if Poundland are ever to up their prices for something, a vibrator should be it. I think, you know, oh, so is everything in here a pound? Well, yes, except one item. Oh, and what such item is that? It's a conking great vibrating fist. Ah, okay, cool. Yes, I'll take 2. £5. Oh, right, look, it actually looks half decent. I mean, I'm not really I'm not that knowledgeable about dildos. I know more probably about sex robots. But it looks vaguely legit. The Bonkin Bunny. Okay, so it's just a rip-off of the Rampant Rabbit. The Bonkin Bunny vibrator will be available at stores nationwide. But according to the Mirror, you'll need to discreetly ask for Justin at the till, which will prompt staff to hand you one from behind the counter. Wow, that's amazing. The Nookie range, which features items from just £1, including lubricant, stimulators, and energy-enhancing supplements, boner pills. They don't require a special code word to buy them, as they can be plucked straight from the shelves. It's hilarious that people are getting really outraged by stuff sold in Poundland. Like, they had like fake boobs and stuff, stag doos. They had boob shapes like cakes, willy straws. You know, all your standard stag and hen do fare. And people, oh, this is appalling. It's appalling. It's an outrage. Oh, it's a disgrace. What am I supposed to tell my children? Oh, where are the whatsits? Where are the enormous bags of whatsits? Oh, this is a penis. Oh, no. Oh, a googly penis headdress. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fake boobs. Oh, the sexism. Oh, no. Oh, it's an outrage. And Poundland are like, yeah, don't care. It's just a bit of a laugh, and they sell really well. Go somewhere else. It's hilarious. Whoever's running their marketing department, 10 out of 10. But if you feel some Poundland lube might not quite strike the romantic tone you're after, the budget chain is selling something else that might do the trick. A £1 engagement ring. Apparently, they've sold about 20,000 of these already, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? The Bling Ring, cubic zirconia products, come presented in a fetching red box. So you can snap it open as you pop the question. God, it doesn't get much more romantic than that, does it? They also come in a range of styles and sizes. This is personal after all. You couldn't get any £1 engagement ring. You'd have to choose between silver and gold colourways with gemstones resembling diamonds, rubies and toppers. It'd be nice to have one that's just like a pinger on it. It's like a little Mitzi turbo or something. Now that is an engagement ring. That's the sort of engagement ring you might get from a rave uncle. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? Poundland's new jewellery buyer, Francis O'Sullivan, said, "They look beautiful placeholder rings because you know they'll want to buy their own. We're looking for a hashtag Poundland proposal becoming the way it's done." Right. Okay. So right, it's a stand-in, yeah, because these stupid fellas, fellas, aren't they? Idiots, aren't they? Boyfriends and that. Stupid men. Can never get anything right, can they? Stupid men. They, have obviously got no chance of being able to pick a decent engagement ring. Stupid men. Stupid dunderhead bozo men. They've just got no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what their potential fiance's like. No fucking idea. Stupid men. So they go and get them a pound shop ring. And then the girl the fiance, on the conditions he says, yes, I'm up for it. I'm up for making a contract with the government to prove our love to everyone and half your shit. But yeah, I'm choosing my own, So yeah, this £1 ring, not good enough. So, pony out the cash, stupid man, and we'll go and get it done. And then you can go for a romantic dinner at Wetherspoons. Lovely stuff. Nice one, Hardy, man. That was good. You managed to get through an article without expressing some real discontent for reality. Okay, right. More shoe throwers. What have we got? Okay, look, let's do the current value bit now. We're going to have to rocket through these, guys. Listen, guys. Okay, current value, different path. I'm not sure this is the current value tune in question. Well, look, I'm going to play the other one quickly, and if it's, we'll see, won't we? This is called Impact VIP. I think this is the one everyone was, you know, dead keen on. What are you talking about bongmix in the chat for? Someone in the chat trying to sell moody copies of Clayton's book. That's not going to end well. Rubik's in the chat. Unhappy that the other week he donated $20 and I didn't even take my shirt off. Look, you can't please everyone all the time. Sorry. I'm sorry. In a way. In a way I am. This is a serious bit of gear. I think it's going to be tough to beat this. That is naughty. Big ass Mr. Jimmy Danger in the chat. Pleasure to play Ninja Scroll yesterday. Yeah, that's Impact VIP by current value. I think that is going to be a tough one to beat. Potentially Black Owl, Supernova, or Jam Thieves. I just don't know. Well, we will find out, won't we? We've got another 20 minutes. Look, and we're all friends, aren't we? Look, all right. Oh, no. Hold on. I've accidentally closed something. Okay, let's do bedbug lawyer. Big buddy bedbug lawyer. Okay, lawyer causes court evacuation after abundance of bedbugs pour from his suit. All right, buckle up. A lawyer caused a... Yes, okay, that's the headline again. Jacob Genius, the Genie Man. Anyway, the Roger County Courthouse in Oklahoma shut down Monday after the third-floor courtroom became overrun with blood-sucking insects. Hard to imagine someone doesn't know, you know, that some bedbugs are crawling all over them, certainly in abundance. Who speaks like that? Hard to imagine someone doesn't know, you know, that some bedbugs are crawling over them, certainly in abundance. Rogers County Sheriff Scott Walton told the news. Well, Rogers County Sheriff Scott Walton needs to, I don't know, he needs to speak proper. According to Walton, another person who was in the court first saw the bugs on the lawyer, who has remained unnamed. Courthouse user noticed them and said that she could visibly see something crawling on his neck, which was later found out to be bedbugs. He also placed his jacket over some file folders, and when his jacket was moved, bugs were discovered there. What is going on? The courthouse head of security, Mike Clark, said the lawyer was incredibly casual about the infestation of bugs living in his suit and did not appear to notice. He could be an alien. That's worth looking into. I don't even think he cared, Clark said. The building was evacuated and pest control will call in to exterminate the bugs. Really? You had to evacuate it? I think it's easy enough to deal with situations like that. Like that. That's how you get rid of them, isn't it? Simple. You don't need to evacuate a courtroom and send in pests. Just that. Like that. There, see? Job done. Job's a good one. We cleared the courtroom, but we also had inmates in the courtroom, which caused concern. So at the time, we evacuated everyone from the courtroom. Right, yeah. We're certainly not happy with someone coming in that condition to inconvenience everyone in the building. The courtroom opened back up on Tuesday morning after the building was treated for contamination. Just like that. There you go, sorted. It has not been confirmed yet who the lawyer was, or if it was a genius or disgusting stunt to get the case delayed. Well, okay, that's a possibility, isn't it? God, you get all the stuff down the side on the stories that's always so dark, and it catches your eye, and then it's just like, oh, yeah. I hate news. Why have I chosen to do this? Why have I taken on this role to read out ridiculous news every day when I'm such a sensitive soul? Right, what else have we got? There's a new festival of wanking. Look, we've got to get through the rest of these tracks because otherwise there's going to be trouble and people will have me up against the wall. Okay, look, Jam Thieves.
As a matter of fact, it's found assaulting his wife with a lead pipe and firing a gun at the car that she was in. These are charges that Brown denies. He was released yesterday on $15,000 bond. He joins us from Atlanta to discuss the charges, and we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Well, it's fairly clear in the chat that people are saying good record, but current value, I'm afraid, is much more of a flip-flop flinger. Big up to Mark Fain and the kids. All fans of the show. Lovely stuff. Alright. That's the TC remix of Minimal Funk by Jam Thieves. It is a nice bit of gear. No one is saying that it's not. No one is saying that, okay? No one is saying that. But current value's edging it so far. I mean, we'll have this Black Owl spelt with a 4-bit, and we'll have kilohertz, and then we'll
too much lobsters. Too much heat in one lobsters. Too much heat in one lobsters.
Okay, then we'll make a decision. Right, look, pictured man suing parents for giving birth without his consent. Okay, let's get into it. I've tempted to call shenanigans, but we'll see. A man who is suing his parents for giving birth to him without his consent has been pictured without his fake beard for the first time. Raphael Samuel, 27, compared having children to kidnapping and slavery and said his parents created him for their joy and pleasure. When he spoke out this week, the self-titled anti-natalist believes procreation is a supreme act of evil and that life, which is not given its consent to live, should not be brought into the world. Posting on Facebook yesterday, Samuel asked, why does society reward people who have unprotected sex? Is it a reward? I don't know. But despite his stance on procreation, he claims that he and his parents enjoy a great relationship. His mum, a lawyer, said, I must admire my son's temerity to want to take both his parents to court, knowing that we are both lawyers. If Raphael could come up with a rational explanation as to how we could have sought his consent before he was born, I will accept my fault. I'm very happy that my son has grown into a fearless, independent-thinking young man. He is sure to find his path to happiness. I don't know, he seems like a prick. Speaking to The Print, Raphael said, I love both my parents, and we have a great relationship. But they had me for their joy and their pleasure. I know. My life has been amazing, but I don't see why I should put another life through the rigmarole of school and finding a career, especially when they didn't ask to exist. You don't. No one is forcing you to have children, mate. Samuel, who runs a Facebook page called Nihiland, has repeatedly appeared in his social media posts disguised with a fake beard and large sunglasses. However, yesterday he appeared barefaced for the first time. Posting pictures on his page, Samuel states, your parents had you instead of a toy or a dog. Do you know how, like, life and, like, the world and evolution and sort of reality works? I don't know, I mean, you're obviously parents both lawyers, you're obviously well-educated, of middle class, very wealthy background. You must have had some sort of education on how, like, procreation and evolution and all of that sort of stuff. I mean, I don't know, maybe you're very religious and therefore don't believe in evolution. I don't know, but your parents had you instead of a toy or a dog. You owe them nothing. You are their entertainment. In another picture, he states, the only reason your children are facing problems is because you had them. Don't know. Maybe your kids are pricks. It's possible. He is joined in his beliefs by Pratama Nayak, 26, from Bengaluru, who is the forefront of the anti-natalist movement and also committed to never having children. There's a lot in the news about people not wanting to have children. Fine if you don't want to. Like oh, but the world is dying and humans are a scourge, a plague on the planet, and, you know, to bring another one in to contaminate the world. Right, yeah, or the possibility is that you have a child and your child goes on to do more good than to give more to the world than it takes, thus making the world a better place, thus helping the world. Maybe your child will grow up to be the next Tony Robbins if you raise it well and you're not a prick about it. It's just a thought. Anyway, they're also all committed to not having kids. Fine, whatever, do what you want. We don't want to impose our beliefs on anyone. Well, you clearly do, but more people need to consider why having a child in the world right now isn't right, in your opinion. Okay, so you are imposing your beliefs on other people. You've started a sort of large-scale social media campaign, and you're taking people to court. You're taking your own parents to court over it. We don't want to impose our beliefs on anyone, apart from, obviously, in this legal case that we've just started. You complete bellends. Oh, anyway, the comments are suitably rabid. Peter says they need psychiatric help. Mark Richard Milton, he says, his parents should have him sectioned. A few rounds of ECT would cure him. That's a little bit much. All life forms spawn through reproduction. That's how life works. If new parents had to ask embryos for permissions to proceed, which is impossible to begin with, yeah, thanks for pointing that one out, with the pregnancy and birth, human life would cease. However, I'm pretty certain some politician with several vital brain cells missing would try to introduce a bill to do just that. Right, okie dokie. Adam says, I think they should find in his favour, award him a massive amount, but then say that the only way to right the situation is to euthanize him and then give all the stuff back to his parents as his next of kin. Right, okay, yeah, as rabid as you would expect in the comments, really. Makes my statement of the fact that he might just be a bellend sort of kind of puts that one by the wayside. Right, okay, come on. Let's do this Black Owls bit. That's Black Owl spelt with a 4. That's a good point about, I forgot to mention the idea with the first story about the dude with all the smeg. He's creating his own horse beans, but he's making human beans, isn't he? Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, what? Stephen says, my girlfriend hates this show, always saying, what is this shit you're listening to? Well, listen, Stephen's girlfriend, maybe you've actually paid attention for 5 minutes. You might hear the fine quality of these absolute fucking shoe throwers getting dropped. All these lobsters. And all this...
Too much heat in one package.
Stephen's girlfriend. Yeah, you're right here. She's probably a round earth shill, isn't she, Stephen's girlfriend? She probably thinks Australia's real. She probably thinks birds are real. She's probably a communist.
Communist detective.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stevie. I think you're going to have to get rid of her. It's her or me, mate. It's her or me. Listen, I'm prepared to fill in where she leaves off. Come on, I'll go down there, work the shaft, cut the balls, everything. Slip you a digit. Hell, I'll even dress up as her. Death Disco saying petition to throw Stephen's missus in the gulag. Signed. Consider it signed. Get it on change.org now. All right. The rinsing of poor Stephen's misses in the chat is possibly be nice, everyone. Look, I know we're a tight-knit group here.
Supernova.
Stephen, would you be able to get some sort of statement from your girlfriend? I'd like some reasoning as to why she doesn't like the show. I just want to know, like, maybe she's got some genuine, legitimate grievances. You know, perhaps with her constructive criticism, I'll be able to make the show better for everyone, not just for her. But look, I'm not just doing it to try and appease your missus. This is not my reason for doing the show. I'm just trying to have a good time, cheer up people's mornings, you know, trash talk the odd commie, talk about horse beans.
Lobsters.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get her on the phone. I'll give you my Skype. Oh, it's not the music, it's the news that she doesn't like. Right, okay, fine. Maybe she's not paying attention. Maybe if she listened, rather than, I don't know, doing whatever it is that she does, perhaps, I don't know, she's trying to work, trying to study, trying to live a normal life of a young woman in this crazy, mixed-up world of ours, under this oppressive, patriarchal tyranny. But maybe if she listened a little bit closer, she would understand the intense nuances and the underlying psychological sort yourself out message of the show, that it's not just the sex robots and the pinger news and stuff. It's more just a metaphor for life, for love, for living, laughing, loving, and all of those things. Maybe not. I don't know. What am I doing here? You know, just trying to make something in my life. You know, just want a steady job, a couple extra potatoes. You know, try and have fun, don't you? Try and do your best. And then someone like Stephen's girlfriend just comes along, shits on it all from a great height, just absolutely opens the floodgates of hot, steaming shite all over just what's supposed to be a sort of fun little project, just something to keep me out of trouble, something to, you know, so I could try and, you know, give back, I guess, something to the scene from which I've taken so much. And Stephen's girlfriend has the gall to call it shit. To call it really throw my broadcast chips into a puddle, stamp on them, throw my comedy sparklers into a bucket of water. Stephen's girlfriend. What do you think, Snips? Gulag, right? Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Anyway, 100th episode of Coffee and Memes. We will be blackbagging Stephen's girlfriend and throwing her in a gulag for 20 years. I think it's the only option. Nah, bless her. I think I think she'll learn to love it. I think a few more sex robot stories and she'd be into it. I don't know. Let me know what she's into. I'll see if I can cover some more appropriate news. I don't know. Maybe she's into Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe she just prefers more sort of stories about what Elon Musk has tweeted recently, Or anyway, just let me know. I'm here. I'm available. My schedule is wide open. My door is never closed. Just, send around. Maybe we could, me and her, go out for a couple of drinks and talk about it. I think that'd be a nice way to sort of clear the air, wouldn't it? Maybe dinner, perhaps. I don't know. Perhaps Thursday the 14th. That'd be a nice. Anyway, send me a number. And Thursday the 14th, I think, would be a good night. Maybe we go out for some dinner. It'd be fun to dress up or something, wouldn't it? That'd clear the air, wouldn't it? I think if you're just worried about getting the train back or something, I'm happy to stretch to a hotel. That would be no problem at all. Look, we've got... I think we've probably all decided that current value is the shoe thrower of the week. It was... I've forgotten the name of it now. Impact VIP. It's on the Searcher EP on Invisible. And that is undoubtedly... shoe thrower of the week. It's the end of the show now. We've had fun in a way, haven't we? And at least, although I now feel like jacking it all in after the constructive criticism from Stephen's girlfriend, I will, I'll look deep inside myself over the weekend. I will look at myself in the mirror, really take a long, hard look at myself. Maybe from the bottom of a bottle. Maybe from, I don't know, the bottom of a brothel. I don't know. Right, look, it just leaves me time to shout out the VIP list. It's a group of bad motherfuckers supporting the show on Patreon. If you want your name on this list read out at the end of every show, you can. You just have to go and support the show on Patreon. There is a link on the website, threshold.fm. Go to support the station, or there is a link in the YouTube description. And if you support for $10 a month or more to keep this crazy train on track, you get your name read out at the end of every show. That's Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grease Coupar, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, Josh Williams, and Rob Humphreys. A bunch of bad motherfuckers, if ever I saw a list of bad motherfuckers. And I've seen a few of my time, and I will say that they are the baddest motherfuckers they have. Do I have a P.O. box address? No, I don't. What do you want to send me? I hope it's not like a body part or a bomb or, I don't know, something. If it was something that I could eat or cash that I could spend, that would be pretty cool. Also, there are Lobster Death Cult t-shirts still available. They'll be shipping out on Monday. So for anyone that has ordered one already, they will be going off on Monday and will, if you're in the UK, almost certainly arrive on Tuesday. So that's a bit of fun. Here they are. They're very nice. They say Lobster Death Cult in a sort of dark black metal, Norwegian black metal font. Pledge your allegiance to the hottest new death cult this season. Basically dominate your social circle. Just assert dominance in your workplace or your local boozery or your local patisserie and just show the world you mean business, basically. Show them that you're out to just get that bread, just get it done, and that you had to do it to them. There was no other way around it. You can get them at threshold.fm/store. There is a link I will now post in the chat. That helps. So that's a bit fun. Yeah, going to get some stickers done as well, and then stickers will go out for free to anyone that's ever bought anything. And also, I'm thinking that to help promote the show, anyone that can send me some screen grabs of them doing some nice social media sharing and posting for the show, and then send me their address, I'll send them some free stickers. Also, it's going to be I've got a good announcement at the end of the month for people who are already supporting on Patreon, people who are already on the VIP list and above. They're going to get some nice gifties, some nice bits and bobs. Anyway, let's get rid of that bloody thing. It's all up in my face. Look, thank you very much for listening this week. You're a fine bunch, and I will see you on Monday for more coffee, more memes, more lobsters, more
Too much
Padgett.
heat in one.
All right, Jesus. But I love you all. And I will see you next week. Goodbye. What are people going to sleep in the chat for? I don't understand. Right, look, love you. Goodbye. Oh, 10-inch dub plate. Yes. Okay, please, Tom Daly, please just send me a PM. We'll work it out. We'll get it. Yeah, sure. Okay, goodbye. Love you.